Still staying in Africa, let's look at the price of eggs and see what's happening. And in a rare news item, we see that the price of egg is declining, at least here in Nigeria. So we see that it has steadied to about 5,500 to 6,000 for a crate. I hope that's what it is in your area. And that's about 23% lower than the peak that it hit in December, which was about 7,800. Let's have Miriam Ode join us now to tell us why perhaps this is happening and if it is sustainable. Hi, Miriam. Good afternoon. What's happening to the price of eggs?
Good afternoon, Ini. Thank you for having me. So yes, we actually saw egg prices peak in December 2024 at about 7,800, which is quite high. And now we're seeing that the prices are declining. And the reason why we saw this peak in December was basically because of heightened festive demand. And now that we're seeing consumer spending and demand declining, it's reflecting in the domestic price of egg. But this is not the only reason why we're seeing this decline. There's also the fact that inputs like maize, which is used in the production of animal feed, we're seeing the price of maize actually come down too. And to give more context to this, in November 2024, 100 kg bag of maize was actually going for 60,000 naira. And now the same bag is going for between 55 to 58,000 naira. So obviously, poultry farmers have factored in this price decline into the price of egg in the market. But if we're talking about going forward, do we still expect to see egg prices continue to decline? Most likely, and this is because of the seasonal egg glut during this period. Even the Poultry Association of Nigeria has recognized that between February and May of every year, we see significant egg glut, which is basically an overproduction or oversupply of eggs. And when there's excess supply, prices are likely to taper or move downwards. So that's what we expect.
Yeah, but we haven't seen the price of chicken decline. Why the inverse relationship?
It's very rational, actually, to expect that since eggs are gotten from chicken, their prices would move in tandem. But we need to remember that these commodities, that's chicken and egg, both have different levels of perishability, with eggs being more perishable than chicken. And we see that in cases where goods are highly perishable, most producers would be more than willing to adjust its price on like commodities that are not that perishable like chicken. So that's why we're seeing consumers more willing to reduce the price of eggs than to reduce the price of chicken.
Yeah, but
there's also the fact that if we look at the production times between both chicken and eggs, we see that chicken actually takes has a longer production time. We see that broilers, which are 29 weeks for them to mature. Meanwhile, layers lay one egg every 24 to 36 hours. So that's 4 to 6 eggs per week if we're counting. And if we look at the time span, that's 9 weeks, you might get 54 eggs for only one broiler. So the limited supply of broilers, which is the chicken used for meat, is affecting its price. And that's why we can see sometimes chicken prices go up, meanwhile egg prices are still declining.
Yeah, so the volatility is still there, and it doesn't sound like this decline in price of eggs is sustainable.
The decline in the price of egg, like I mentioned before, this is February period, and even the Poultry Association of Nigeria has mentioned that February to May, there's significant egg glut, so there's going to be overproduction of eggs. And this overproduction is going to keep egg prices lower during the period.
All right, Miriam Ode, thank you so much. Analyst with Financial Derivatives Company. Thank you for giving us a bit of good news this afternoon.